Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, going to be a 2v2 sent to me by Wardy as part of a replay pack. I am subscribed to him on Twitch, so I get replays from him, and I can post a couple of them on my channel. Alright, so, top side of a 2v2, we have Team Fire represented by Elazer, the Polish Zerg player, and his teammate Spirit, the Polish Terran player. So it's Team Finland versus a Team Poland here. Serral is represented, as well as Mixu, who's a Finnish Zerg player who has $2,000 from playing StarCraft 2. Dwarfed by Serral, but who isn't, right? Right. 13-12 from Elazer. A barracks coming up first from Spirit. I kind of feel like... I don't know. I kind of feel like Serral is good enough to defeat these two players all by himself, but... Elazer's on that second tier of European players, and Spirit is maybe the best Terran in all of EU, but I don't know, man. Serral's a world champ. And he's like #1 in Ligulac right now. So, we will see. Team games here for your Sunday. So, pool first in it as well into an expansion. Just, you know, being safe, hatch firsting it. Here is Mixu into an expansion of his own. No Lings marching out from either team. And no Reaper. Okay. Alright, and then right into a factory. Interesting. So what's fun about 2v2s is, especially if you've got two races represented on the same team, is you can do super fun combos, right? So like you could go for like a mass Hellion Roach kind of a thing. That might be interesting. You could go for Hellbats and like Hydras. That'd be intriguing as well here. But for the Zerg, it's kind of like, well, I don't know. You want to go Mutas and I'll go like Roach Ravager? It's kind of tough, right? You can do two separate strategies, which is nice, or just all of the same strategy, just twice as many of the things, you know? So yeah, Team Fire here versus Team Ice down below. Haha, down below, because they're blue, get it? Lol. Serral's got a second base popped. What's going on here? Is anything crazy happening? Not that I can necessarily tell. At the moment, no. But everyone's going for a second base, which is nice. The Zerg players are going to want third bases before the third base of Spirit comes up. What's Spirit doing? Hellions? Yeah. So pretty normal Hellion stuff here. I don't know if they feel comfortable moving out. Oh, no, maybe we are. Maybe Elazer's going to bring some Lings out. Spirit's in here too. So Ling Hellion opening from Team Fire. Team Ice. You know, Queens can pretty much handle all of this. He's got a bunch of Speedlings too, Serral does. It kind of hurts your economy. Oh, the Roaches pop from Mixu. Gosh dang right. At the perfect time here. So that, I mean, that's just rebuffed, you know. There's no way. These Lings might keep poking and see if they're going home or not, and maybe go for a run by, maybe try to surround some of these Hellions, but I think Spirit's good enough to avoid that. Again, Spirit's a really, really good Terran player. I've cast some amazing ZVTs with him recently. Oh, Banelings. Oh, he sneaks some Banelings up here too, but no, the Hellions are like, I don't think so. Oh my gosh, two more of them die on nothing. But now the Roach is on the counterattack from Mixu. What do we have against a big Roach attack? Well, some Lings and like a Queen, I guess. Meanwhile, Ling shenanigans here in the middle of the map. I don't know who's going to win that one, but I don't think anybody's going to engage for sure. So Queen's fighting, Spinecrawler fighting, Hellions fighting, another Queen from Elazer coming down from the main base. It is a very dire situation. Bunker up, but gets corrosive biled, and he's trying to hold it. Siege tank, not sieging up, worried about that. Well, it's only one Ravager here, so you're not too worried about it, but it looks like, yeah, some extra Lings in the mix. He does siege the tank up, and it looks like it's going to be held here. Mixu's attack, he was kind of alone, and that makes it difficult, right? Serral wasn't really involved in that attack, and now he is. But the Queen count's kind of nuts. The Spine Crawlers on the edge of the creep here are doing what they can do. Third base is on the way from Mixu, and no third from Serral yet, which is interesting. He's got Banelings. He did sacrifice a lot of larvae into making Lings, which aren't really doing anything for him right now. So, I don't know. I would say that Team Ice is a little bit behind. just because Serral was forced into making a bunch of lings that he's not doing anything with, nor that he can do anything with here. There's queens, there's spines, there's tanks. That's not exactly your traditional defense against lings, but it counts for something. Elazer comes home, just kind of setting up, macroing up everybody is. If we look at the workers tab here, it is 48 and 32 for Team Ice. It's 31 and 28 for Team Fire. So, I don't know, Mixu's economy is kind of nuts. He's got 49 drones right now, despite making that solid number of roaches and rabbiters. I mean, it wasn't like maxed out. It was, you know, a few, and that's why. He was able to make a few, got some pressure in there, and then was just macroed up back home. Didn't try to send endless waves of 2 and 3 roaches and rabbiters into the enemy. That's what lower level players do, and they stink. But again, Mixu's won some money in StarCraft, man. Once you've made $2,000 in StarCraft 2, you can talk to him and tell him how to play the game, right? Right, I think he's doing great. Well, he's just got an Overlord catching a corrosive bile there. Is this mech? Is this mech from Spirit? Honestly, if I played against Serral in a 2v2 scenario like this, I'd be like, okay, the faster this can go, the better it's going to be for us. The longer the game goes on, the more Serral gets into super macro Zerg mode, and then everybody wants to die, right? Third base finally coming up from Serral, so he's late. We're 6 minutes into this thing for sure. Oh, some mutas are out from Elazer. Excelente. Blue flames coming in here too from Spirit. Spores coming up in desperation mode, but they're not here yet from Mixu, nor are they at the natural base either. So, I don't know, try to focus down this. Just trying to kill as many drones as possible. The queens come in from Mixu to try to save the day. They do rebuff the mutas quite nicely. Lings come defending here against the Hellions of Spirit. But yeah, there's no anti-air here. These mutas can kind of do amazing. There's one spore at this base from Mixu, but the mutas don't want to engage. Again, the bonus damage you get versus mutas with spores is incredibly good and really scary for mutas to engage in. So we're going to set up a bit of a pressure here. Keep those mutas moving. Serral's trying to go for that third base. It gets canceled. Serral's onto base. This is problematic for Serral. I really feel like Serral would have done better if he had just been the one that macroed up and Mixu be the one who kind of just goes for an attack. I don't know. Serral needed those lings, though, because there was a lot of stuff from Elazer that was happening with his lings down here. So he needed to defend it. It's tough. It was a tough position that Team Fire put Serral in. It's exactly what they needed to do if they were going to have a good chance to win this game. So fantastic opening, I would say, so far. Third base coming in from Elazer. That's good for Serral. The fact that Elazer doesn't have a third base yet, and Serral doesn't have one either, is kind of a bonus. The spores are already up, man. I guess we're going to try to maybe focus down on an extractor. Oh, yeah, going to get that extractor for sure. And a couple drones with that rebound ability for sure. Serral's got a single Zergling attacking Elazer's third base right now. It's kind of adorable, and it's going to die. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Spirit's like, can I blue flame burn down your hatchery? Kind of. If these were Hellbats, it'd be better, but if they were Hellbats, they couldn't run either. And these roaches, getting some serious hits off there. The Elazer mutas are here, though, and I don't know if Serral's going to be allowed to get a third base. I would honestly focus down the third base here if you can, but killing roaches is also really nice. It makes it easier. Oh, did those Hellions participated in forcing a cancel on that third base again. Third base is done from Spirit. He's upgrading it to an orbital. This is looking bad for Team Finland right now. I guess I could just call them Team Poland and Team Finland, right? I don't need to call them Team Fire and Team Ice. You guys know what's going on? Yeah, seems fair. That's a lot of queens from Mixu, though. I like it. I like what Mixu's doing. You think he gets professional, like, one-on-one coaching from Serral? Because he's like, you are my countryman. I will help you learn the ways of Zerg and StarCraft. And Mixu's like, thank you, sensei. Domo arigato. Oh, Muta's trying to cancel that +2 ground carapace. They're going to get it. They're going to take some spore hits in the process, but nice cancel. Beautiful cancel. Well done there. Without question. Nidus Network on the way from Mixu. Loving that. Oh, this is going to be... We're going to bust up a bunch of queens somewhere. And that's going to be difficult, I think, for our Zerg player Elazer to handle. I mean, yeah. He's got mutas, but if like 17 queens pop out in your base, your mutas are like, So we can't defend against that. We can run away from queens, but if they're actively killing our stuff, that's bad. So let's see if we can find where this Nidus Network is going to pop up, because I think that's going to be awesome. It's going to be 29 roaches and 16 queens. Ooh, 7 more roaches on the way. Some infestors, too. Loving this from Mixu quite a bit. And sneaking to bottom left base here is Elazer. Trying to get a 4th base in a place that he can't really defend all that easily. Although once you have mutas, they're fast. They can get to pretty much anywhere on the map whenever they want to fairly quickly. Which, you know, the benefit of Mutalisks, the benefit of Phoenix, the benefit of anything that's fast and can fly. And battle cruisers, which are slow and can fly, but they have teleport, so that's pretty good too. Alright, so Team Finland, million queens out, million roaches out. Serral doesn't have much of anything. Serral's got 3 vipers. He's like, I am Spellcaster McGee right now. Oh, is he going to find this? I think he's checking. Let's see, hangs a hard right, which he does. So he doesn't check it. There's another expansion potentially here too. Blue flame. Blue flame, though, out in the middle of the map. Never good. Never, never good. And Serral just keeps losing lings here, man. He's getting Adrenal, and he's getting Ultralisks, and he's getting Carapace. This is how I play Zerg. I'm like, all right, all I need is lings, queens, and ultras. Like, yeah, but there's this kind of mid-game where you die to stuff because you're waiting on your hive to finish. It's like, that's true. But when the ultras come out, it's awesome. So Mixu goes for the Nidus here. Which is, I don't know, it's moderately threatening, I guess. Mixu loses a base. He loses his 5th up this right side. Parasitic Bomb connects. Ah! Split! Oh, he does. He does split off. Oh, he brings him back in for just a little bit more. A little bit more damage. Good grief. All right, so Elazer's attempt at a 4th base gets massacred. This almost isn't... Man, yeah, this almost isn't a ninja base because it is kind of just the progression down this left side, isn't it? That's insane. So Ultra's on the way. It definitely seems to be kind of meching it here. Dude, a fungal with a parasitic bomb is a killer combo versus mutas for sure. Elazer's got some lurkers out, though. That's what we're talking about. He makes mutas. He doesn't overcommit to them. He busts some lurkers out because, of course, he's making lurkers. The enemy is Zerg. Lurkers are the meta in ZVZ. They're insanely good. Like, for the first time possibly ever, I managed to take down a Zerg player who was going lurkers. It was insane. It required some corrosive bile, obviously, and some detection. And some not incredible micro from the enemy Zerg player. The splits are hard. God, he gets it. Okay, and no other mutas die. That's the goal. Sure, you're taking a bunch of hits, but... Is that another? That's another parasitic. Oh, the split's much better this time. Okay, that's awesome. Where did we just Nidus? No. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Where is it? Where is the Nidus? One here. Okay, fine. So it's kind of forwardy. Yeah, this roach infester stuff against siege tanks and lurkers is not going to work at all. I kind of feel like the compositional choices from... I don't know, from Team Poland here are just better. There you go. Roaches pick off a lurker and then they have to flee for their lives, which is never a good thing. They're just nuts. This is actually a pretty well-matched game. I'm liking it. I think Mixu, yeah, Mixu's maxed out. Everyone else is at 180 supply or more. Spirit's maxed out, effectively. The Zerg player, other Zerg players kind of hanging out. Mixu. Parasitic bomb, double parasitic bomb. Oh, triple! Triple parasitic bomb across the sky. What does it mean? It means you're going to lose a lot more Mutalisks than you have previously. Yeah, this roach attack, no. Keeps kind of wandering into tank range, and it's not exactly what you want to do. Dude, Team Poland here. Absolutely killing it. Oh, but some beautiful fungal, some spell casting. Can work out here. Fungal on mech is not exactly crazy ideal, but yeah. Whatever you can do. Whatever you can do. Lurker Den's on the way from Mixu, but it's not done yet. So he's not going to have any lurkers. And yeah, these lurkers completely zone out these ultras. Which is why when I play in this situation, I just send my ultras somewhere else. I'm like, go attack this base. See if there's something here. Sneak around this way into 17 siege tanks. Sometimes that happens. But yeah, alright. So the ultras are like, nom. Lightning Cloud kind of misses most of the lurkers. Not ideal at all. Jumping on top of the siege tanks to try to kill them. Taking so many losses in the process. I think all of the ultras are... No! 2 of the ultras are still alive. 3 of the ultras are still alive. Some crazy transfuses here. Wait, can you transfuse your teammates' units and teams? I thought you could do that. I think Mixu's been transfusing these ultras to allow them not to die. Oh. Okay, those are definitely his units he just transfused. What is going on here? Ugh. What a crazy engagement. That was so fun. Hit that like button if you're enjoying this game. This has been a really fantastic 2v2. I don't cast a lot of team game stuff at the highest levels, but thanks to Wardy, again, check out his YouTube channel in the description. Subscribe to his channel. Leave him a comment. Say Falcon sent you. He'll appreciate it. Wardy, he has a great passion for StarCraft. He sets up his own tournaments all the time. He pays for the prize pools out of his own pocket. He gets legit casting jobs with ESL premier tournaments in StarCraft 2. He is living the StarCraft life in a way that I do not. And I don't know, I kind of feel like I would like to, but it's a lot, man, and he's willing to do it. He's willing to do everything, so good on him. All right, well, Ling's rolling into Elazer's. Never mind. There are lurkers here, so your Ling counterattack capabilities are a little bit smushed. So what do we got? 170 and 176 apply for Team Poland. Team Finland's only at 163 and 164, so they're just kind of getting squoze out here. I think that's a word in English. I'm moderately familiar with the English language. I feel like I've been speaking it for some time now. Woof, but Ghost, there we go. It's Ghost time for Spirit. She knows how to snipe. He's going to snipe these Ultras. He's going to snipe these Vipers. Going to snipe, snipe, snipe all day long. It's like a children's book. Ghost's big day out. The Ghost first saw an Ultralisk. He sniped it. Then he saw a Viper. He sniped that too. And then finally he saw a Queen. He sniped that. And then the Ghost was tired, so went home and had a ghosty nap. I think that's how this works. Anyway, yeah, ghosts. I think that'd be a pretty solid children's book, don't you think? Teach kids young that ghosts are a pretty good unit, especially in the hands of Maru. Oh, the snipity snipes, though. There we go. Sniping Hydras, anything. Anything's really a target for sniping, except, like, Zerglings. You don't really want to snipe a Zergling. Oh, and they take Mixu's base down here, too. Fantastic. Dude, this belongs to the Team Poland. This just died. I don't know. Again, you're trying to mash your face here into a bunch of siege tanks and lurkers and ghosts. It's not good. Neural parasiting ghosts, pulling them back to their deaths. But the sniping on the Ultras is so good. Spirit doing some serious work here. The Ultras have to retreat from this position entirely. These Ultras got inside a mineral line, which is great stuff, with, you know, some Zerglings too. So the Ultras are just trundling around. I don't know what they're hoping to find here. Maybe some friends potentially. Oh, a cloaked ghost. Snipe. Snipe. Oh, no. Regular attacks. Dude. 157 to 166 apply for Team Finland. Trying to knight us right in the midst. Here Serral is of Elazer's base. Does Elazer see it? Is Elazer paying attention? Elazer is bringing stuff home, so he sees it. He's insanely good at this game. Got the mutas there trying to burn it down, and they're pretty good at burning it down, actually. That's not bad. Some Lings got in, but nothing too crazy. What the upgrades do they have? +2. Yeah, +2 flyer attack on these mutas is serious business. Like, mutas... going after a weakened tech lab here. Okay, so they get the tech lab. Another... Mixu's trying to knight us up here, too. This is crazy times at the moment. Yeah, these lurkers, though, with that seismic spines upgrade so far. Such range. Spirit's maxed out. He's developing a bank. Elazer's at 175 supply. Mixu trying, I don't know, thinking about expanding top right again. This base has been very hard for anyone to take today for Team Finland. Another Nidus comes up inside the main base. More lurkers just keeping Team Finland away here. Team Poland is looking good. They might indeed end up taking down the world champion Serral here, who did in fact tech into Ultras in what is effectively a ZVZ with some mech rolled in for the other team, which is just not ideal, man. Ultras are not the units you'll want here. Holy spread. Team Finland thinking about engaging, a little bit worried about engaging, understandably so. Getting some nice fungals off on the ghosts in the front, but they don't die, and the medevacs keep them from dying, especially. A lurker of Elazer's up here casually killing workers. Got 4 kills, got 5 kills, got 7 kills. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. It's dead, but that is a 20-kill lurker. Dude, that just killed a bunch of Lings in like one swipe. More lurkers burrowing in, but horribly outnumbered there. Mixu's able to hold on and save his own base here from a minor lurker attack. It's nothing crazy. Just poking right now. Team Poland is poking at the moment. Spirit would really love to expand to the right side of the map, because technically that is Team Finland's, but, you know, some Zerglings are going to deny that stuff for sure. Serral, get Parasitic Bomb on your Vipers. Get wrecked. Parasitic Bomb on Viper always makes me laugh. Okay, so they clear out this area. Spirit should be able to land that command center. Elazer's got this base. No one's really, I think, even tried to take this 12 o'clock base at all. This is, you know, the Zergs are defending, which Serral is honestly very good at. Bunch of Hydras out from Mixu here. He does not have the speed upgrade for them, which is very funny. He's working on it. It's almost done. But, I mean, the siege tanks say, we do not care about your speed upgrade. Actually, they do kind of care about your speed upgrade. Lings from Serral in here, knocking down Elazer's attempt at holding onto a 5 o'clock base. Insane stuff happening here everywhere. My gosh, am I zoomed out as far as I could go? I am zoomed out as far as I can go here. This is crazy. Lings from Serral trying to kill more stuff, but again, defensive lurkers are just so good at dealing with that shenaniganry. The Lings at least have full upgrades. They've got themselves... Yes, they do. They are full cracklings here. 2 Niduses, one from Serral, one from Mixu, coming up inside Spirit's natural base, which is already dead. But hey, maybe it's a staging attack area for other stuff. Elazer's like, Overseers, send changelings. Abducting lurkers back into ultras. Okay, that was a sick move from Serral. What else do we expect? What else do we expect from this, right? Honestly, that choke is like the worst place in the known world for those ultras. They do not want to go in there. They should not go in there. Oh, using Cyclones against Ultras and against Overseers is good too. The Abducts are nice. Okay, killing a tank, always nice. If you're a Zerg player to kill a siege tank. If you're a Terran player, it's also nice to kill an enemy tank. Let's not lie. Coming up a ramp is dicey. When did Spirit get nukes? It did not happen, though. That... No, but it did kind of force Team Finland into engaging right here, which I don't think they want to do. Good blinding clouds, but really good repositionings there from Elazer as well. The Ultras are going down. That's a GG! Mixu taps out, Serral taps out, and Team Poland wins the game in 22 minutes. Just too mighty for Team Finland today. Team Poland gets that win. Fantastic. Fantastic display of country unity there from Spirit and Elazer. 2 incredible players from Poland. They represent their nation well in Nation Wars, which I think is coming up soon if I remember. Wow, indeed. That was great. And I do think it just came down to Serral being kind of forced to make a lot of his early larvae into Lings that didn't get a lot done. Yeah, they defended against some early Ling stuff, but I think he overmade by a couple. You know, if not by 30. But anyway, wow. Truly fantastic 2v2. Team Poland versus Team Finland. Team Poland comes out on top. Resources lost a full, let's do some math real quick, 75,000 total for Mixu and Serral combined, and only a 55,000 resources lost combination for Spirit and Elazer. So that tells you a lot. That is really big stuff. 26 Ultras died. There were none remaining at the end of the game. Serral, again, for whatever reason, was like, you know what I need here is Ultras against effectively a race car mech with Ghost Army from Spirit and Lurker stuff from Elazer, because of course. Elazer lost 50 Lurkers today. I was like, did he really lose that few? No, he lost a whole bunch. He lost all of them. Actually, he didn't have, no. He had 10 remaining. This is covered up by the units lost tab. Right. Yeah, so good stuff. I mean, Elazer proves he's definitely a really terrifying Zerg player to deal with, combined with Spirit. Just good teamwork. Like, some of the best teamwork here from these guys. Oh. Incredible. I mean, just an incredible 2v2. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, that right there is just going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.